sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What is going on, everybody? On a happy off day. Usually, we don't like off days. We don't like off days. We get anxious. We want our mess to play, especially when they're doing well. But also, when they're doing well, it feels good to have an off day. You take it a little bit more relaxed, and you can enjoy it a little bit more than you would at other times. Now, listen. That's how I feel. I don't know about this guy here who's never happy. But what's going on, Eddie? How you feeling?
Well, honestly,
I guess I
man,
just made that up.
I am feeling very good. I'm feeling very, very confident. I really like this Mets team. And I said before this year, I think we got a chance at winning over 100 games. And right now, I think we are well on our way to winning over 100 games with the way we're playing. Hopefully, it keeps up. Obviously, you got to stay healthy. All that's important. But our pitching's been phenomenal. Our bullpen's been phenomenal. Our lineup is starting to come together. We're watching it. We saw it. We saw Soto. We're seeing Pete. We're seeing Nimmo. We're seeing everybody, really start to contribute. And we got some bright days ahead of us, Hector. We got some really bright days ahead of us. So I'm really looking forward to the season. I'm pumped up before every game, bro. How are you feeling, bro?
I'm feeling great, man. And early on, I labeled this the summer of fun. I'm pretty sure that's not original. I'm stealing that from somebody. I'm sure I heard that somewhere. But that's really what I've believed in this season. This season is going to be the summer of fun. And we've been having fun already. And I
Yeah.
guess you could call this spring. I don't even know what the hell this weather is. It's nice one day, it's bad another day. But it's been a fun spring. Yeah, there's been some times where we get a little anxious or whatever. We've been anxious with Juan Soto. There was that little bump, that little low, that little leveling out that we talked about when we were so hot to open up, and you asked me like, "Are you worried about this team?" And I said, "Nah, Eddie, we'll have a little. That's natural." Well, we had that, and what we talked about, the good teams limit that stuff, right? The good teams limit team slumps. The good players limit individual slumps, and that's what we've seen from this team. Peter Alonso has limited his individual slumps. This team has limited its team wide slumps, whether it be, I think they lost a maximum of 2 series in a row, right? I think it was or something like that. They haven't lost more than 3 games in a row, which they only have done once, I believe is the case.
That was it was that in April or May where
I
we
don't
lost
even
3
give a
games.
damn when it was.
Yeah, no,
but that's how good it is. That it's so
right.
minimal that
We can't even remember it.
exactly. But all of this has led to the most recent past, which has been a sweep again of the Rockies. So we matched the big bad Phillies with that. Remember those times, Eddie, when the Phillies won a 10-game winning streak because they were
They were
playing
knocking on our door.
right, they were playing the Rockies for those 7 games, and I forget who else they played, and they were kicking butt, and everybody's like, "Oh my gosh, they must are gonna find themselves 5, 6 games out." And instead, the New York Mets are now 4.5 games up on those Philadelphia Phillies. But they go out there, they go out west, and they begin with the Dodgers, where we talked about, all things considered, we'd sign up for a 2-2 in that series. But I gotta be honest with you, Eddie, and I don't know how you felt. You can tell us how you felt once that series was done and it finished at 2-2. It felt a little disappointing.
I
It
was yeah.
felt a little disappointing. I was like, you know what? I regret signing those damn papers that I never like signing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When I say I'm not gonna sign up because I want to know how we got there. And I didn't like how we got to 2-2 because we could have easily swept that series.
Bro, that you took the words out of my mouth. That was a series we could have swept. I mean, we were about this close away from we were this close away from being 3-1 on that series, which I would have signed up for. But we were this close away also from sweeping them. We had their number, but if you give them a chance to bat and at the end of the game, which we did, we gave them that last game where Freddie Freeman was that the last game or the second to last? I wasn't sure.
No, the Freddie Freeman, Brandon Nimmo situation, that was the second game of the series, I think.
Was that the second game of the series?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, that was the first loss of the series,
Yeah.
if I'm not
I
mistaken.
felt like that was a game that could have went our way,
They
but
both could have.
yeah.
They
Uh,
both could have.
but to be honest, bro, I feel very confident right now. After that series, all said and done, yes, we finished 2-2. We showed up to play. We gave them our absolute best, and we showed them that we're not a team to be fucking around with. We're not a team to be playing around with. We are a legitimate good team, and we're knocking on your door, Los Angeles. Yeah, that's right. I said it. We are knocking on your fucking door, the Dodgers. Yeah, the big, bad fucking Dodgers. We're knocking on your door. That's how I
No,
feel.
listen, and to that point, Eddie, this is how good we are, right? All of these things that people want to worry about, and right now, listen, I think we've played 21 series on the year, 21 or 22. I'm pretty sure it's 21. I quickly counted it up before I came on here. I know for sure we've won 16 of those series. What do we always talk about, Eddie? When people talk to me about standings, when people
Win
talk to me
series.
about let's bury the Braves, let's do this, I say I don't care about that. I don't scoreboard watch. I don't give a damn what they're doing. I'm only concerned with what we're doing. And I know if we win series, if I watch our team and we're playing well, I know we're taking care of business. And at the end of the day, we're gonna be where we want to be. Well, we look up now, where it's still a little early for me on June 9th. And crap, I had it right. Here we go. And we are 42 and 24. We know that, right? We're 42 and
We're
24.
60. We're 66 games in. Almost. I mean, I guess that's what 40% of the season played now. 40%, right?
Yeah, just about. Don't come on. Don't make me do math. What's wrong
Right,
with you?
you get what I'm saying. You get what I'm saying. But we got a good Hector. Basically, what I'm saying, we got a good sample size of what this team is. Shout out to everybody in the chat, by the way.
Yes. No. So I say that to say, we're 42 and 24, 8 and 2 in our last 10, and then just a couple of numbers that I look up that stand out to me that
Yes,
I think are important, right? As you see the record, 42 and 24,
and
first in,
phenomenal.
first in the National League, second in MLB. Against
Who are we
teams,
chasing? Is it Detroit?
correct.
Okay.
Against teams above 500, we are 20 and 12.
Repeat that for the audience.
Against teams above 500, we are 20 and 12, which is first. Now, I forget who it is, maybe has one or two more wins to get better than us, but as far as winning percentage, we are number one with the Yankees at 8 games over.
Okay.
We all
18
know
games over.
we have the best home record
Yes.
at 24 and 7. I don't have it up here. We asked for this team to get over 500 on the road. They are now 1 game over 500 on the road. We are plus 88 in run differential, number 2 in the National League, number 4 in Major
Nice.
League Baseball. We are 13 and 10 in one-run ball games. I think is very important.
13 and 10. That's good. That's good.
That's pretty
Could be a
damn
little
good.
bit better, but it shows that we're staying in the games, right? Keeping them close.
Yep. And then, as much as we bellyache about this offense and complain and this and that,
Yep.
when you look at the offense, it's not terrible.
No.
We're second in walks in the National League, third in the Major League. Okay, our batting average is not great. It's sixth in the National League,
Which is
not the
crazy.
not
Which
the
is
greatest,
crazy.
but 13 in MLB. On base percentage, we are number 2 in National League, 3 in Major League Baseball. Slugging, fourth in National League, sixth in Major League Baseball. OPS, fourth in National League, fifth in Major League Baseball. Now, didn't have time to have these numbers up on the screen, but we all know what the problem is. Is the runners in scoring position,
Right.
where they rank
Batting,
14th.
batting average runner scores position, correct?
Yeah, running scoring position, whatever the hell you want to look at.
Yeah.
In average, they rank 14th in the National League, 26th in Major League Baseball at 220. Again, I don't have it on the screen. I'm gonna give them to you though.
Yeah.
On
That,
base,
that's our Achilles heel right now.
yeah, it's runners in scoring position. But I want to be fair. We show some good numbers that look better than what we think, right, overall. But what's been hurting us is again the runners in scoring position.
Yes.
On base percentage, we're 13th in the National League, 24th in baseball. terrible.
Hmm.
Slugging, ninth in the National League, 15th in baseball. Not too bad.
No.
OPS, 11th in the National League, 20th in baseball. Again, all of this with runners in scoring position. But at the
Right.
same time, we are the second best record in baseball. We are the number one record in the National League. We hold a 4.5 game lead in the division. And we haven't really gotten much from Teflon Juan yet, as we would expect. But we know that little by little, he's heating up. But before we get to Teflon Juan, I want to touch on someone who we saw win the Player of the Month in what was it, April and May, or whatever the hell it was.
He won it both months?
Well, that's it's. I mean, March and April, wasn't it? Whatever the hell
Oh,
it was.
March, yeah, yeah, yeah.
He won. He won it. Maybe
Right.
it was in May. We saw him have a little bit of a slump in June, and now we see him get the Player of the Week. And I'm talking about none other than my guy, MVP, Pete Alonso. Um, Listen, man. Every time I get an opportunity, we've talked about how, what I'm saying, this guy was a hot topic all off season, and do we bring him back, and what's his worth, and what's his market value, and all of this stuff. I wanted to put this up in that Player of the Week. Look at this, ladies and gentlemen. Look at this.
Yeah, let's look at these numbers.
Look at these numbers. Exactly right.
And now, Hector, is it Saturday through Sunday Player of the Week? Is that the way it works? Is it a full week or is it Sunday through Sunday? When do they give the Player of the Week award out? Monday, right?
That is a great question, Eddie. That is a great question. Um, I'm gonna say it's, if you look at MLB.com, you look at the last 7 games, which includes the 4 against the Dodgers and the
Right.
3 against the Rockies. These are the numbers.
So it's Sunday. It's Saturday through Sunday, I believe. Will be the 7 days.
Well, no, because we played the Dodgers. When was that 4 game set? I don't even fucking remember. When did we start that 4 game series? It was
Wasn't
Monday.
it
We
on
started.
Monday because we played
Yeah,
four?
we started it on Monday. Yeah, so it's Monday. It's Monday all the way through Sunday, I guess.
So Monday through Sunday, got it. And
Yeah,
then they give the award out on Monday, correct?
yeah, right.
Okay.
Monday. Yeah,
And
we
so there
found
you
out
go.
today. Yeah, that's it has to be. That's how it is because if you look at the last 7 games, these are his numbers. These are the same exact numbers.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying? I saw that before I came in. We know against the Rockies, he went 5 for 14, a double, 2 home runs, 5 runs, 6 RBIs for a 357 average and a 1.295
wow.
OPS.
Wow.
Eddie,
Wow.
I think it was the Monday game. I was in a space with our guy Rudy. Shout out to Rudy behind the scenes getting all this stuff done. And I said, "Yo, we haven't had Pete Alonso go on a hot streak yet,
Right. Right.
where
Right.
he hit 7 home runs in a week. Maybe he has a 2 run home run game." And I had a young guy chime in and say, "Oh, he doesn't have that in him anymore." I said, "What?"
Oh, stop.
I said, "What? He doesn't have that in him anymore. Are you watching? This is possibly his best year." And he proceeds to hit 2 home runs that night, a home run the next night, and then 2 last night for a total of 5 home runs
That's
in that
crazy.
week. But he doesn't have that in him anymore. But we
Okay.
just, but we're upon that hot streak that I talked about.
Yeah. 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 He doesn't have to.
But no, man, that's just to have fun. But the other thing, Eddie, and I'm scared to even bring this up with you, man, because you may want to make me go through this damn screen. But I'm sorry, man. I think it's time for the New York Mets to offer Pete Alonso an extension.
Well, you've been saying that. You've been saying.
I don't see the point in waiting till after the season. I don't give a damn about no market, what the market says. Pete Alonso has no larger value, bigger value, whatever the proper way of saying that is, than to the New York Mets. Figure out what that value is, treat the guy fairly, and make him a lifetime Met, or at least giving him an opportunity to be a lifetime Met by
I.
giving him an extra 4 or 5 years on this contract that he has here.
You know what? When I think of Pete Alonso, and I think of Scott Boras right now, I think of that scene in Scarface when the money's counting and they're both on the phone with each other. Scarface is on the phone with whatever,
Yeah, yeah, with the
and the
banker.
money's there you go, and the
And they
money's
both
now.
laughing, and it's like,
Yeah, they're laughing and they're talking. That's what I think about Pete Alonso and Scott Boras right now. That's what I think about. I think about that scene in Scarface, and I think Pete Alonso is going to say, "Fuck you, Mets. I'm waiting to the end of the season. I'm going to fucking get paid. I'm not just going to get paid what you think I should get paid. I'm looking for Aaron Judge money." So that's my take on Pete Alonso. That's when every time I think about Pete Alonso and the seasons he's having, which is phenomenal, I go back to that scene in Scarface. I don't know what it is. That's just what I think.
and that, you know what? You may be right. You may be right. And if that happens, and you know how it works, it'll come out. And I know we say, oh, there's no leaks with the Mets. If the Mets happen to offer Pete Alonso a deal and he turns it down, I guarantee you we will find out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And if that's the case, then we'll say, you know what, Pete, you're being a jerk. No, well, listen, it depends on what the deal is. Because if it's another low ball offer, I'm gonna be like, yeah, nah, Pete, don't take that bullshit.
No.
I am talking about a fair deal for Pete Alonso as a New York Met for what he means to the New York Mets, what he's about to mean to the New York Mets when he says his lifetime home run record, and can continue to set it. It doesn't have to stop this year, right? This can continue for 5, 6 more years where he adds another 100 to 150 home runs.
Listen,
I want to pay him, Junior. What the hell are you talking about? I want to pay him, but I want to pay everybody fairly. I want to Juan Soto. I didn't want to give him 750 million, a suite, an airplane, money for his mom, close. I don't want to do none of that nonsense. I want to treat guys fairly. So I want Peter to be here, but I want to treat him fairly. You know what I'm saying?
look, he's
Um,
playing so well, Hector. If I was him, I'm going to wait to the end of the season because he's on fire. He's on a whole different level. He's on a whole different stratosphere. Now, I'm not saying the Mets shouldn't be offering him a contract, but if I'm him and the way I'm playing, I'm going to say, fuck you. I'm looking to get over $300 million because that's right now, that's the type of season he's having.
nah,
He's
three
having.
hundred million. What are you? $300 million.
I'm talking about, bro. He might be in that Aaron Judge realm, bro.
Hold on. Do you think he's gonna get a 10-year deal, Eddie?
Oh no, not 10 years, but like,
So how much are you gonna think he's gonna get a year to get three
bro,
hundred million dollars? Is either $30 million a year for 10, or
he's
are you trying to give him
bro,
37 million dollars?
the conversation's starting out at like 35, 40 a year
Are
for
you
5 years.
nuts?
You know?
No. Hell
Oh,
no.
bro, call Hector. He keeps this up, bro. He's easy gonna get 35 a
He's
year.
still a first
Easy.
baseman. Jesus, now you're making me look like the bad guy. He's still a first baseman though.
Correct. But when you're having this kind of
He's
impact,
31.
was that
He's gonna be 31 this free agent year. Right? I
31,
think.
32, 33, 34, 35. 5 years. And I mean, I know it's a
You're gonna
little
get
late.
$300 million in 5 years, Eddie. Are you nuts?
No, not 300. But remember, I said Aaron Judge type of deal. So cut Aaron Judge's deal in half. What is Aaron Judge getting paid a year?
40 something, I think. No?
Okay.
40
So
or 40, even 40, I think. You cut that in half, that's 20. What are you talking about? A year.
okay, so you figure 5 years. I think the conversation's
No,
starting
no,
to be high.
I think P stays around the 28, $30 million range, maybe. Maybe you
Oh,
stretch it to $32 million a year. I highly doubt it. You give him a signing bonus, maybe.
I see, but see, for the audience, you get me confused, and I should have.
No, you said 300 million, Eddie.
Yeah, I should have made myself more clear. What I meant was he's going to get Aaron Judge AAV over 5 years, like easy. Right now, the way he's playing, and that's what I'd do if I was him too. I'd look for high, well over what's 5 times 3, 150. You figure plus another 5. I think the conversation starts at 5 years, 35 mil a year. I think if he keeps his shit up, that's how good he's been. It's a historic pace he's on
Yeah, Judge is getting forty
for the
million dollars.
Mets franchise.
Judge is getting $40 million a year, bro. Listen, there was a time where
And
I
he
thought,
just plays center field, so
yeah,
naturally
no,
he's
no,
going to
listen.
get
Before all of this nonsense, I felt like that's where you put Pete Alonso in, Aaron Judge. But then obviously he doesn't have the average that Aaron Judge has. He
right.
doesn't play center field, although I think he's a better first baseman than people give him credit for. He's gotten better every year. Yeah, I know
Well,
he has
okay,
problems
no.
and stuff like that. And now his batting average is up. It's not an Aaron
He's
Judge
over
level.
300 now, I believe. He's 294, 300. He's close. He's over
I
that.
think it's
I believe
301. I
he's
think it's 301. 301.
301. There you go.
I think, yeah.
So if I'm Pete, I'm looking to get at least, remember, uh, Vlad just signed, and that's going to be the benchmark that all the first basemen are going to, the elite first basemen are going to look at, right? But clearly, different age bracket, different. I get all that, but if this year continues the way I think it's going to go, I think he gets 30, 35 mil a year, easy, over 5 years.
Let's see. Vlad is getting what? What is it? A 32 and a half AAV or something like that? No, 35.7.
35.7. Yeah. So the money's going to start there, just lower. I think it's 5 years, 35 mil a year to start the negotiation with Pete Alonso. Again, he's got to do this all year. But if he does, that's where, if I'm Alonso, that's what I'm looking for.
Now,
I'm looking for that.
are we talking? See, but this depends on when it happens, right? I want an extension. You're talking
To
about
buy out next year.
Excuse me?
To buy out next year.
No. An extension and that it's added to next year. So the contract begins in 2027, right?
So you want him to get lowballed the first 2 years?
No. Relax. How he's getting lowballed? He's getting the most this year, right? He got the most this year with the signing bonus, right?
Yeah, but
I know next year is
down.
only $24 million, right?
Right.
I got you, right? I got you. So I want to offer him an extension. I haven't quite figured out how much I want to give him a year.
Okay.
Optimally, I would want it to be a 4-year extension to make it a total of 6 years, right? This year, next year, the deal starts in 2026. Because, like you're saying, I'm lowballing him
next year.
So let's say I give him $33 million a year. Don't kill me.
Yeah.
4 years, $33 million a year. What does that come out to? Somebody quick at math, you could put it up.
15, 165. 165.
The 4 years at 33?
Oh, 4 years is one less, so it would be it would be 150. 150.
For 312, 152, no? 132. So to offset the year that I'm lowballing him, give him another signing bonus.
I'm down with that. That gets away the luxury tax, so I'm with you there.
Yeah, give him another signing bonus. I don't know about the luxury tax. I don't give a F about that.
Well, we do want to care about that.
Signing bonus to it where you pay him that signing bonus in 2025. I mean, in 2026, it offsets a little 24 million, whatever the hell it is. And now Pete's happy. We're happy. We have Pete for a total of 6 years. He ends up making way more than he turned down in 2022 from Billy Epler. Because you still have to count what he got last year was, what was it, another 30 million or 28, whatever the hell it was.
It was there wasn't his last year of ARB. That was so.
Yeah, but he got good money.
25, 28, somewhere like that. He was up there.
Yeah. So that's how I would approach it. Because I know if I'm asking him for an extension, the reason why he's opting out is because he doesn't want the 24 million that he's getting next year. But if I throw a signing bonus in there to offset that 24 million, which I see.
Yeah, that Junior, I agree with you. I think that's what he's going to look at. And he's going to look at Judge too, but
then you know what? Bye Pete, because I don't think David Stearns is going to do that. That's going to have to be a straight Steve Cohen deal.
No.
That's a straight Steve Cohen deal.
If Pete Alonso keeps up this production, he is back without a doubt. You don't want
Without
to.
a
You're not
doubt.
going to lose a
You
homegrown
think
Met.
David Stones is going to give him that deal, Eddie?
He won't, but Cohen will. Cohen will. And
I,
again, like you said, if you get him to take that 24 next year and offset it through signing bonuses, then it makes more sense. Or what you could do, you could front load the contract and give him more the first couple years, and then towards the end it declines. So it goes descending.
yeah. But
You
that's
could do
more for
that
the
too.
team than anything, right? You're
Yeah.
worried about how it works for the team. I could
Yeah,
really
of
care
course.
less. I could really care less with the $22 billion owner.
Well, I'm
Figure
doing
it out.
that because I want to be in the best position possible. With it, you know me,
Right.
I'm
No,
a
I'm being
salary
a little
cap.
facetious with that because I always
Yeah,
want the team to be in an optimal position too. So
yeah.
I'm with you on that.
I always look at the business side of it. Oh, of
No,
course.
no, of course. That's good. And I try to not so much business, but how it can affect both sides. And at the end of the day, I'm a METS fan. I want what's best for the Mets. I want to treat these players fairly. I appreciate what they do, but I'm a Met fan. You know what I'm saying? I know we're fans because of the players. Like it's a complicated thing, but yes, you want the team to be in good position because we want the team to succeed. But
Yeah. We want a
um,
team that, bro, we got it. And we don't want a team, bro. Right now, we got a team that's one of the best in baseball, and we are one of the deepest teams in baseball, like we had a conversation about last night.
yes,
Make no mistake, the Mets right now, to me, are the deepest team in MLB. If we have a problem or injury, we got some motherfucker that's going to come up here and he's ready.
that wasn't to
I
you.
don't care what anybody says. Well, I didn't catch that comment.
No, the who else is going to pay P? I don't give a damn about what anybody else does. Enough about what anybody else is thinking, gonna do, and not doing, and the fucking market bullshit and all of that nonsense. And if you're gonna hold on to that, and if Davis is gonna hold on to that, then Pete should go tell him go fuck yourself, like Eddie said, and just walk. Like I so had it with this nonsense already about market and nobody else. I don't give a damn about nobody else. Treat the guy fairly already. They have the money. It's not gonna hurt them. Everybody's so afraid to pay Pete Alonso. Yet everybody else is fucking getting paid on this team. Shit makes me sick.
Look,
How you doing, Amizi? Good to have you, brother.
I just put out a tweet saying basically I'd pay him higher in the earlier years and then descend it. That's how I do it.
All of you clowns with this market dictates crap. In order to pay Alonso, you're gonna end up having to pay him more than you ever wanted to pay him. That's what you
Yeah.
fail to realize.
But he fucking
Keep
earned
waiting
it.
for the market. Keep waiting for the market. You know what,
But
Eddie? They probably could have gave him a better deal this offseason. If they would have came with a fair offer, it would have been better than what they're gonna have to give him this year.
we didn't. But you know what? Heck, there was still question marks. Last year,
That's fine.
say whatever you want. He really didn't take off until the postseason. He was inconsistent last year, and that's on him. But now he's put it together, and you could see it. He's a different ball player. When he's in that box, you are watching one of the most elite players in the game hit. He had a 10 pitch at bat yesterday before hitting a home run, I believe. It was 9 or 10 pitches. This is what this guy's doing. Jeff McNeil also had, I believe he had 2 9 or 10 pitch at bats before hitting a home run. This is what these guys are doing. We're seeing pitches and taking them out of the ballpark. We're one of the best. Again, we are the deepest team in baseball. So all you motherfuckers that want to make trades, keep that shit quiet. We right now are good. We are one of the best teams in baseball. We showed it.
You sure you don't want to go get Luis Robert? How I was heard in a space yesterday, I almost lost my mind when I got
don't
into a
see the
space yesterday.
fascination with
And
Luis
yeah,
Robert.
bro, and I'm
I
like,
don't see
really?
it.
This is what we're talking about here, man. This is what we're talking about. Still trying to trade for these. But I'm
Again,
with you, man.
don't. If you need to go get a left-handed shutdown bullpen arm, I get it. I'm with it. But we have so much players that are on the way back. Like we got Manea on the way back. We got Montes on the way back. We already got Mauricio, right? Who Mauricio looks like a fucking star. So we are good. Yeah. Some of you guys want a center fielder. Sure, I get it. But right now, we don't look like we need it. That's all I'm saying.
Since you brought him up, how about Ronnie Mauricio? As he literally takes off, as he first hit that double for his first hit after coming up after struggling for the first couple of games. And what was he like 0 for 8, 0 for 9, whatever the hell he was. And then
Coming off a major fucking surgery.
That double opposite field off the wall. And then the next day, I believe it was, that bomb.
Oh my God.
Of a home run, 400 and plus something feet.
What? That's only happened, I think. I think that was the 11th time in that ballpark's history that a ball's been hit there. The 11th time.
Yep.
In over 30 years.
And as we can see there against the Rockies, 5 for 11, 4 runs, a home run, RBI, 2 strikeouts, 2 walks, 2 stolen bases. As we see the speed, 455 average with an OPS of 1.357.
I was going to ask you, where do you like him playing best?
Third base. I've always said that.
You said it?
Yeah, I've been saying that back since last year. And I always said that he preferred to play third base.
Okay.
And as we've learned that's been the case, he prefers to be on the left side of the infield. Obviously, his position is shortstop, but we know he's not going to play that here, right?
Right.
I think he's too tall for a third baseman. I think he's too tall for a third baseman.
You think he's too tall?
I mean, for a second baseman.
Agreed.
I just think he's just too big. And, people, he looked good. I think sometimes people, the Latino connect last year a little bit with Lindor. And people, oh, my God, him and Lindor look so good. Yeah, he's my second baseman. No, he's not a second baseman. I'm sorry. So, since I can't put him at shortstop, I like him at third base.
Okay.
I like him at third base.
Tricky. Tricky.
I think he plays it well. I think he's done well.
And do we know how long Vientos is out for? Do we know?
It was 3 to 4 weeks.
Okay, and you could always add another week or two when it comes to those strain. It was what was it? There was the
hamstring or groin.
Hamstring. Hamstrings are always the trickiest injuries in baseball because one day you feel great. And then the next day you're like, holy shit, what the hell just happened?
No, yeah. Listen, they're going to just take their time. And if Ronnie does what he got to do, and hopefully Beatty gets out of his little cooling off that he's going through right now. And we don't have to rush Vientos, you know what I'm saying? Like maybe we did with Alvarez. But I think Ronnie, I like him at third base. And then if Vientos comes back, then one of them two could be the DH. And the good thing about Ronnie is, he can hit from both sides. So
that's
you can
what
put him in there pretty much every day, DH, no matter, what it is. You can find a spot for him in the lineup. Now we know that, Mendy's still going to play the other guys, and you have to play the other guys. You got to keep guys involved because at some point or another, you're going to need these other guys. So although we want to bury some guys as a fan base, and we don't want to play Marte, but look at how Marte is doing lately. Oh, we don't want to play this guy. We don't want to play that guy. DFA,
and they all
Jeff
come
McNeil.
through.
DFA, Jeff McNeil.
Yeah, get the fuck out.
DFA, Jeff McNeil, who can play pretty much anywhere on the field. But yeah, let's get rid of that guy.
Did you see his at-bats yesterday? Did you see those at-bats?
No.
Both home runs, it was 9 or 10 pitch at-bats. Both times. That's impressive. And I'm not Mr. McNeil. I'm not a McNeil stan at all. I have my problems with him here and there. But just like with Marte, the guy fucking produces when you need him to.
Yeah, and I'm not one of these people because I still like batting average. When people say, "Oh,
I like batting average."
Oh man, you still care? Oh, look at you! You still care about batting average? Well, I think he's second on the team in OPS with an 888 OPS. I think that's what I heard earlier.
Is he that high?
Huh?
Is he that high? Wow.
It's right there. It's right there.
Wow. Okay. And he's playing center field, which is tough in Colorado, but
right. And it doesn't look pretty, but he gets the job done.
Yeah. I think at Citi Field, it's a lot easier to play center field. It's not as big. Those.
No, obviously, yeah, for sure.
One
But
of
he's played it in a few places, and he's
can't,
done well. Yeah, there was that little blue behind second base that he couldn't get to, but
right,
that would have been hard for anybody. He ran like 250 feet for that ball.
right. I saw that.
You
Do
know,
you think Mauricio gets any time in the outfield if he gets better? Like I'm not saying this year. I'm saying maybe
I don't
Arizona
know. I
fall
don't
league
know.
type
I
thing.
think they kind of like gave up on that as soon as they started it. So I
Okay,
don't know, and I'm not sure why. Maybe he didn't pick up to it. I don't know,
okay.
but I'm sure right now with
It's
the whole
something I would consider in the off season.
right.
Just as an experiment.
Maybe once he's shown he's fully back, they'll be more willing to try to do that.
Yeah, because of the knee, they're not going to go crazy with it, and I respect it.
Yeah. Right now, we just want to keep this guy healthy. And doing the damn thing. Now, when we talk about health, I don't know if this guy will ever be healthy, or if he ever has been fully healthy.
Who's this?
But that is who's this? Do you really? Can you? Do I really have to answer that question? Do I really have to answer that question? Francisco Lindor, who's like a superhuman, bro. I don't even know what to call this dude. You guys want to call him captain? Fuck a captain, bro. This guy is inhuman, bro. This guy is inhuman and continues to come back
Get big
from,
hits.
all kinds of ailments, all kinds of situations, wrist or whatever the hell it was he had before when he jammed his thumb in the door. We know he played through what was it, an elbow, a shoulder, whole thing. We found
Yup.
out after the year that one season. Um, and then just recently here,
Yo, he's built different, bro. That's if you really want to keep it a band. He's built different, bro. The guy, he's not a bitch. He can play through anything, man. Really, like there's players that are like so soft. He's a complete opposite, bro. This guy, if he's got a broken leg, he'll come out there and play, man. He's built different. He's built different. That's it.
yeah,
And this is coming from a guy that I used to say he's a star, but not a superstar. He's a fucking superstar.
for sure. And what was I gonna say? And then this one here, we see he misses a game, and everybody's like, "Oh my god, how long is he gonna be out
Ah,
for?" And this and this and that. He misses one game, and then comes back the next game with a pinch hit. What was it, double? Well, I think he made. I don't know if he got it ended again, but a pinch hit down the line, scores 2 runs, wins us the game. Is in the lineup the next day starting, gets 3 hits, steals 2 bases,
crazy. Crazy.
steals 2 bases.
They weren't even paying attention to him. They thought he had no shot.
Right. But yeah, somehow does not score a run because we can't drive him in. But you know, just like I just don't even know what to say, man. I don't even know what to say about this guy no more. We were so hard on him. I know I was hard on him
Same here.
because I felt like he could be better.
Yes.
I feel like he could be better. And we talk about, all those years how he wasn't an all-star and this and that. But it had a lot to do with him. And I saw some numbers. Oh man, I wish I had it. I'm gonna try to find it
It
real
was
quick.
the bad start, Zach. It's as simple as that.
Right. It was the bad starts. And I saw something before I came in here that alluded to exactly that. Let me see if I have it here. But this year, finally, he's taking care of that. And it shouldn't be a question whether, you know, he actually makes it or not. Damn, I don't have it. And I forget where I saw it. It shouldn't be a question whether he makes an all-star or not. And we as
And
Mets, because
what
I've
the
said this
question
too.
is now?
If you were upset that he wasn't an all-star, we needed to be upset with ourselves because it was our responsibility to make him an all-star.
Yeah.
You know?
I got a question.
I didn't vote for him those past years. I didn't feel like he was. Leading up to the All-Star, just like I don't feel like Juan Soto's an All-Star right now. But I'm
No, he's
taking a
not.
different tactic this year. I wasn't voting for him at first when I first voted the first day, but now I have because somebody told me, "Yo, f that. There's too many people hating right now. And then all those years that Francisco Lindor didn't get in, and maybe we felt like he should have gotten in, even if it was as a reserve. Now let's shove it to everybody by voting Juan Soto in. So,
The
ladies and
question,
gentlemen, make sure that you go out there and you vote every day. And I don't give a damn what you do with the rest of your ballot. But what as it pertains to the National League, line it up with all Mets. Vote for everybody. Vote Starling Marte as the DH. Vote Tyrell Taylor, Brandon Nimmo, and Juan Soto as the outfielders. I've
Terren.
been penciling it in. I've been penciling in Luis Torrens as the catcher.
I'm with you. Now I got a question for you, Heck.
What is that?
Does Francisco Lindor start the All-Star game? Does he? Is he
Well,
a starter?
we
That's
have
the
to vote
question.
him in. That's that's the vote, right?
No, I believe so, but I think baseball does a little different.
No, 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 no. The starters are by votes.
Oh, so by vote, so it's not like
The
the
starters by
okay.
votes now. How the votes are weighted is different now, I believe, where the fan vote is a certain percentage, then the coaches and players have, they vote in too, but
Yeah,
the starters are decided by the voting. So we need to make sure we vote him in as a starter.
100%.
Peter,
He
even
deserves
Peter
it.
Alonso too. I don't think Peter Alonso has started an All Star game.
I don't believe he has either. As a matter of
No, he
fact.
hasn't. You know what I'm saying? And rightfully so. There's been other guys that have been a little bit better, and we know last
Well, I
year he
mean, you
probably
got
made
fucking
it because
Harper. Harper's been playing at first. You
yeah, but
know.
that's been recent. But Goldschmidt before that and
Yep.
Freeman, you know what I'm saying? But let's
If,
make
if
sure.
there ever was a year for Pete to start, this is it. Same with Lindor. They deserve it. They deserve it. And
Yep.
fucking Mets fans, vote. I know New York fans don't vote. I get it. Vote. Vote.
Yeah, and I wouldn't be out here talking about voting for anything else. But for this, yes, please make sure you go out there and vote every single
I
day.
I, I
And
love
if you
that
want to
black
vote
community.
Jared Young DH, go ahead and vote Jared Young DH.
Go
But
for it.
make sure you vote Lindor, Peter Alonso, and Juan Soto. That should be the number one priority, ladies and gentlemen. As we move on here, and
You can't vote for the pitchers though, right?
no, 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 the pitchers are chosen by the league, I believe. The coaches, whatever the hell
Yeah,
it is.
I think that's weighted too to a degree. But yeah, the pitchers are the manager picks the starting pitcher, the manager, which would be
Yes,
Dave Roberts. And then I think the other one goes by like weight and all that other stuff. Like well, I don't know exactly how it goes, but it's something like that.
what's that?
It's like it's picked by the managers
No,
throughout
what's picked? I'm not sure what you're talking about. What's picked? I didn't hear what you said.
the pitchers, the pitchers.
Yeah, yeah, no, no, yeah, the pitchers are picked by the managers, the league or whatever. Yeah,
Right,
it's
right.
not that's not done by fans. Yeah, they don't leave that to us.
Which is
And then
bullshit.
there's a lot of politics that well, they pick them and then guys get replaced depending on where they pitched and all that good stuff, days rest, all of that nonsense. So the pitching is a little bit more complicated, but we should see a couple of our pitches. At least Kodai Senga will probably make the All Star. We may see shit Edwin Diaz and
Canning,
a Reed Garrett, you know, um,
Canning,
even a Canning, even a
Holmes.
David Peterson, man.
Yeah. Yeah. David Peterson's got a hell of a
We
record,
have
right?
four guys with a under 3 ERA, bro. I seen that stat
Yeah,
today.
isn't that the first time since 1985 that all
Something like
four?
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mets are known for their pitching, but this pitching, it's been different. It's different.
No, of course. Nobody would have ever said that this was gonna happen. And then we talk about the voting, and we're talking about voting a guy in who again maybe doesn't so much deserve it so far, but he could heat up. He could make a push for that All Star. But
He
we
better have
are seeing Soto slowly, right? It hasn't been that takeover. And I remember saying this on one of the shows, like when he finally heats up, I wonder if it's gonna be like a progression. Like when are we gonna say like, "Yo, he's on fire"? I'm not sure that we can say that yet, but we see signs and a 3-hit game
I mean, he got on
here,
what,
an
six
0 for
times? He
4
got on base the
here,
other day?
another 2-hit game there. What's that?
He got on base 6 times, I believe, yesterday, right?
Yes, he got on base 6 times yesterday.
That's
Absolutely.
insane. It's insane. I think that's a was that a club record? Or,
Um, I don't know, Eddie. That I don't know.
it might be.
If you
I
think
think
it
I think
is,
it's without getting out. I think it was the most time a Met player has been on base. But I know I think it was Edgardo Alfonso got on more, but he also made an out. I think Juan Soto is the first guy to get on 6 times without making it out. I believe that was the stat,
right? Yeah,
which
that
pretty fucking good.
I missed that, but I mean, we saw against the Rockies 6 for 11, 6 runs, no extra base hits though.
I don't think he's going to make the All Star team. Heck, if I'm keeping it a band,
He might not. He probably isn't, and he probably shouldn't.
unless
Doesn't
he
mean
goes down and hits
it
15
doesn't
bombs.
mean that I'm not gonna tell the people to vote.
Yeah, of course.
You know.
I mean, listen. I just want to get him in just to say "fuck you" to the Yankees.
Well, that's the thing. That's why. Like I said, I didn't vote for him the first day.
There you go, Jeff. I think he. I'm almost sure he got on 7 times. I believe.
There you go. But I don't
But
care
what a
about that.
season!
I don't care about that. What I care about is him heating up and slowly, hopefully that's what we're starting to see again. 6 for 11 there against the Rockies, not one extra base hit though.
But
And
that's okay.
I think it was no RBIs or anything like that, but 6 runs scored. You know, Mr. Omar Vizquel, the table setter. But right now he's setting the table for Albert Bell, and Albert Bell is doing a hell of a job.
That's it. That's right.
Don't
That's
ask me why
exactly
I
what's
picked
going on.
those guys. I don't
Or
know.
Jim Tomey.
Yeah, Jim told me. The white in you, of course, you got to go to the white boy. Jim told me.
Guy had over fucking 600 home runs. Why wouldn't I? I don't think. I don't think he was a steroid guy either. He was just like a big country fucking boy. That guy
Yeah,
could have
yeah,
been a steroid guy, but my first, I don't think he is.
right. Yeah. Um, and just because I see him up here, and I want to throw these guys flowers, and we have kind of thrown flowers their way, man. But the pitching continuing to do what it does, and why not highlight the ace, non-ace of the New York Mets, our guy Kodai Senga. Why the hell do I have that there? Let's put that here. Um, who's 6-3 on the year with a 1.59 ERA. Now I'm
Wow.
not sure if he qualifies right now because it all depends on the innings pitch and games
Yeah,
and all
yeah.
that good stuff. And he qualifies as soon as he starts, and then 2 days later he doesn't qualify anymore because guys pass him that pitch right after him. Um, but no, man, listen, shout out to this guy. And the funny thing is, he keeps still talking about how he's not happy yet. He's not happy. He's not happy with what he
Really?
does.
Well, I didn't catch that. What did he say?
No, no, no. Like every time they talked about the game, after the games and stuff like that, after his starts, he's still talking about he still doesn't feel like he's pitching good, like he's still figuring it out and stuff like
He's a perfectionist.
right, right, right.
Yeah.
Um, but he's doing a hell of a job, man. And last time out against the Rockies, a place that is tough to pitch at, 6 innings, 5 hits, 1 run,
Yeah.
6 strikeouts.
Where is he in strikeouts amongst the leaders? Is he up there or no?
That's a good question. Let me see if I can find that real quick.
I would think the guy, what's his name? Kid on the Braves probably has the most strikeouts.
Yeah, I don't think Senga's been getting that many strikeouts this year, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I was just curious about where he is around there.
I'll tell you right now. He now again he might not
Because he also doesn't pitch as much as the other
Yeah, he
guys.
might not show up against the leaders, but Garrett Crochet leads the league with 110 strikeouts.
Okay.
Now let me just look. Oh, and okay, and Senga has how many? Should be up here, right? 65.
Okay. So he's not near that.
He's not even close to the leaders.
Yeah. Okay.
Mhm. Like he doesn't even appear in the first page. So
Do
he's
any of the Mets know, right? Maybe
just in the quick glance.
Peterson.
I mean, I see Clay Holmes here at 65.
Okay, so
All
yeah,
these guys are tied with 65. Holmes, Peterson, and Senga, all three have 65 strikeouts.
okay.
Look, as you see Clay Holmes there.
Oh shit! Look at that. Clay Holmes had a great start the other day.
We got David Peterson, 4-2, 2.80 ERA, also with 65 strikeouts.
My guy.
Griffin Cannon, bro, unbelievable.
It's my
Six
guy.
and two, 2.90 ERA, 1.32 WHIP,
Love it.
just
Love to
phenomenal.
see it.
57
Love to
Ks for
see it.
him. A lot of strikeout. I mean, a lot of walks, 26 walks, but
Well, I mean, Senga has more than him. So Senga's got 30 walks, I think. So
yeah. But these
that's a
guys have
good
been
question. Who's been better, him or Senga?
they've been able
Good
to get out of
question.
jams. Man, I don't know. Senga's been fucking like
I mean,
like
the ERA is clearly better.
yeah, when I see that ERA is like, damn.
Yeah, but they're close, right? Like they're both really fucking good. What's he got? 68 innings. How many does Kenningham? How many innings pitched? 59. Okay. Okay. So Senga's been better.
Shout out to my guy Quay for the good quick transitions, bro. So I could just sit back here and just look at this
Great
stuff.
job.
Appreciate you, bro. Word up. I didn't even know these guys were up here, bro. I swear to God, I didn't even know we had all these guys. So shout out to Rudy for having all of this stuff, and shout out to Quay for helping us bring it up and on the screen, man. Yeah, I need help. We need help. Eat
Yeah, we're getting it though. We're getting it.
it. It just makes for smoother, um, better show, in my opinion.
So
Let's
now
see.
we go back home, right? We're going back home to City Field.
Yes, sir.
Uh,
Yes, sir. We now come
what's
back home to city.
what's it looking like? How's this going to stack up now?
We now what is
Matchups.
it? We go
Okay.
face the Nationals first, right?
Abrams just got sat down the other day for the first time. Manager
Yeah,
was upset with him.
there you go. But that, I'm pretty sure he's back in the starting
Oh, of
lineup and in the
course.
rotation and
Oh,
all
here we
that good
go.
stuff. As far as pitching, these are the pitchers that we got going. So Tuesday they got Mackenzie Gore against our guy Griffin Canning. On Wednesday, which on Wednesday, if you're a Dominican, you're not going to go get your Juan Soto Dominican jersey. I don't know what the hell you're doing,
Oh, they're doing
but
a Dominican jersey.
yeah, on Wednesday, a Juan Soto Dominican themed jersey with the Dominican
Team,
flag.
team, team. The DR team.
Yeah.
Oh,
Not
that's
DR
dope.
team, the DR like DR flag.
Yeah.
Um,
But they're not doing it like the WBC one, or they're just
no,
doing
no,
it
no,
like
no, 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 no. Fuck a WBC.
okay.
And then next month they're doing one for Lindor, Puerto Rico themed with the
Puerto
Puerto Rico flag,
Rico.
all that good stuff. But that's on Wednesday for Juan Soto. And then Thursday afternoon, you got Soroka against the aforementioned Kodai Senga.
Wait, didn't
Listen,
we have Soroka? Didn't that fucking bum pitch for us?
Soroka? No,
I thought he did pitch for us. That fucking guy at one point.
I
I
don't.
think he might have.
Soroka?
I don't. I don't know if I'm bugging, but I'm
Maybe
pretty
I'm
sure.
bugging. Maybe
Yeah.
I'm bugging. I don't know. But this is what I want to say, man. And Quay, do me a favor, bring that other graphic back because that was pretty nice, man. Shout out to Rudy. That was awesome. I like the
There
way
you
this
go.
looks. I like this. The pictures of the guys. Good job, Rudy. But these are the
16
guys,
homers.
guys maybe we want to keep an eye out for. Mackenzie Go, who has pitched against good against us, and of course we know CJ Abrams and James Wood. But I just wanted to see it again because it looked so nice, I thought.
Yeah, no, it's nice. I like it too.
Thanks, Quay. I will say this, man. I keep people, the Nationals, are a good team, they're up and coming team, and that's all true. But we are the best team in the National League.
Yeah, I don't want to
We
hear
are
this.
the second best team in baseball. Treat these guys like the up and comers they are, and keep them down, and go out there and
Agreed.
win the series. If not, damn sweep them. I don't want to hear none of
Agreed.
that crap.
Bro, the pitching matchups favor us.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I want to
Although that
sweep.
Irving dude has pitched good against us, bro. That dude pisses me off. That dude has shut us down a couple of times. No, that Irving
He,
guy,
yeah. He's okay. He's a good pitcher. But
he's fucking
bro,
Cy Young against us.
huh? Maybe he's due for a fucking stink up. I think we should sweep them. That's what I think. That's where I'm at right now.
No,
We're
I would
playing
love
as
that.
good as we're playing against the fucking Nationals, who are benching their best player. I want to sweep. Call me greedy. Go ahead. I don't give a shit.
No, I'm with you, bro. I want to sweep them too. I'm just, realistically, right? We just want to win series and stuff like that, and we know it's
Of
tough to sweep.
course,
And
of
then,
course.
their
But
division is a division team, a division opponent. So but no, I'm with you. Let's go out there and
but
sweep
we're
them guys.
starting to turn a corner, Hag. We're starting to turn a corner, and we start hitting with runners in scoring position. Well, good luck.
Yep, yep. Um, that would be phenomenal, Jeffrey. Yeah.
Yeah, we got to get you out throwing out the first pitch, man. You go to
Yeah.
enough fucking games, you should.
The only way that I could do that possibly is if we set up a group. Sometimes if you set up a group that's big enough, they let you throw out. That's one of the things that they might let you do is throw out the first pitch, and you'll be one of those. And I don't even know if they do it anymore. And if you go to a ball game, there's about 500 first pitches, bro.
Is it really?
Yeah, they do first pitch this, first pitch that, da 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 da. Sometimes they'll line up like 7 people, and it'll be
Oh,
season ticket holders, or it'll be these group leaders, or
yeah.
whatever the case may
People
be.
that spend a ton of bread.
Yeah, stuff like that. And then they'll have the official first pitch, But yeah, that would be the only way that could happen. As we get out of here, Eddie, we kind of like hinted at it. We know our guys Frankie Montas and Sean Manaea are on the road back. I think Montas is a little bit ahead of schedule, maybe by a week or two, but they will be back. And people, who the place they're gonna take, who we're gonna move to the bullpen. Don't worry about that stuff, guys. That stuff takes
It's
care
going
of
to take
itself.
care of itself.
Yeah, that stuff takes care of itself.
I'm not worried about that at all. I'm really looking forward to seeing both of them. I actually think Montes is going to surprise a lot of Mets fans because we've all been killing that signing,
Yeah,
and every time we kill a signing, the opposite comes true.
right. And I know he hasn't looked that the numbers haven't looked great, and I apologize. I don't have the numbers here. The numbers haven't looked great, but listen, these guys are just trying to get back. They just just throwing fastballs. I'm just gonna do this. I'm working on the inside part of the plate.
Yeah,
Whatever. It's not about results right now. The only result that we need to care about is that they came through it healthy and how they feel the next day.
right.
Right? That's it.
Especially with Manaea.
Yeah. How do they bounce back? And so far, I haven't heard anything. Let's hope that stays the way it is. That's good. And we'll have them back sooner rather than later. And they'll figure out how they implement them.
And think about it, we got this coming for the stretch run. Like
Mm-hmm.
this couldn't come at a better time.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to stack this up with the 6-man rotation. Guys are going to be. I mean, that's why I'm so confident about this group because, like you mentioned to me, there will come a time where Clay Holmes might need to get a little rest, right? Because he's on pace of pitching the most he ever has in a year, and we have a bunch of dudes coming on the way up that can help. Hey, if Holmes needs to take a couple weeks off, we got it. We got it covered. So that's why I think going into October, if we stay healthy, we're gonna be the most dangerous team in baseball.
Heck yeah. Heck yeah. And the deepest team in baseball, which we were talking about last night, dude.
Right.
We are so damn deep. You feel me? Like we've had injuries and we haven't had to go crazy to go get replacements or anything like that. We lost our center fielder and we've put Jeff McNeil out there to fill in, to give Tyrone Taylor a break, who's been phenomenal as a starting center fielder, which is not his role. That's not what we
Mhm.
wanted out of Tyrone Taylor. We wanted Tyrone Taylor to be that fourth outfielder. Jeff
All right.
McNeil was supposed to be a fifth or sixth outfielder if you count Starling Marte. Nobody wanted to see Starling Marte in the field. Starling Marte has started about 3 or 4 games out in left field, and it's done well.
Yeah, he's
And
looked good.
again, we are 42.
Nemo's been looking phenomenal in left field.
Oh, Nemo's one of the best outfielders in the game
Agreed.
with the metrics and stuff like that, right? So, listen, it's just a great time to be a Met fan. Just a great time to be a Met fan. The challenge right now, ladies and gentlemen, is on us. It's on us to learn how to deal with success. It's on us how to learn how to deal with prosperity, right? Because we have PTSD as Met fans. We want, not that we want to, but we by nature are pessimistic. We're waiting for the other shoe to drop. But that shoe's not going to drop, ladies and gentlemen.
No,
That shoe's not going to drop. I'm not going to sit here and tell you we're going to win a World Series, but I feel good about our chances of winning a World Series. And I know it's early. I know it's
yeah.
early. There's a lot of game to be played.
Like
And a
I
lot of
said,
things,
we're only 40% in.
yeah, a lot of things can
Yeah,
happen.
60% in. Excuse me, 60%.
Yes. But do you feel good about this team?
I feel great. I mentioned this to you last
Do
night.
you think
I
this is a
haven't
good
felt
team?
this
One of the
good.
best teams in baseball? Just answer the questions.
I got. Are
Do
we
you
the
think
best?
this is do you think this is one of the best teams in baseball?
Easily,
Right.
easily.
We just talked about this being, if not the deepest, one of the deepest teams in baseball, right?
The deepest team in baseball.
Right. And now you can add everything you was about to say, and don't give me that crap about 40% into the season, man. I
60%.
feel good about our chances of winning a World Series, is what I'm trying to tell you. I'm just messing with you,
I
man.
know,
But I
bro.
feel good, bro. I feel good. I understand it's early. I understand. I
Yeah,
understand.
lot
I
of lot,
understand.
lot of ball games to be played, but keep it the fuck up. We've only been getting better as the season's gone on.
Yep.
It's not like we're getting worse. We're getting better.
And Juan Soto still hasn't been Juan Soto.
I'm not even talking about Juan Soto anymore.
No, I'm
I
just
don't even
saying.
gonna talk about
I'm just throwing things out there.
No,
Juan
no,
Soto hasn't been Juan
I
Soto.
know, but
We
everything
haven't
was
seen
Juan
Frankie
Soto.
Montas and Sean. You're taking it the wrong way. Relax, Eddie. You're taking
No,
it the
not to
wrong way.
you. To
I'm
other
not
Met.
fuck everybody else.
Fair enough.
I'm just saying you can talk about all of these things and we still where we are, man. And I'm confident that he's gonna pick it up.
He is.
That Manai is gonna be a contributor. That Vientos is gonna come back, who people are forgetting about, and be a contributor.
And
That's why
Mauricio's
when guys talk about, yo, we need a big bat. We need a big bat. We gotta go make a big trade.
Mauricio's the big bat, brother. Mauricio. He's the big bat.
It's just a big bat. I love
Tell
it.
him. He's the
I
big bat.
agree. I don't really see that need.
The
Can we
only
go
guy I
up
don't fucking like is Alvarez.
here? We can let's stay positive. We
All
can
right.
listen, you can always get better, right? I'm not saying you don't get better if there's an opportunity to get better. We got into it last night about that when you're like, I don't want to trade nobody. And I'm like, Eddie, relax. If we can get better, we get better. You know what I'm saying? Like, obviously, I don't want to trade some of these guys, but at the same time, we can't have all of them. Eventually, we're gonna have to make some decisions. So we could get better. But I think getting better also can come from within. With all of these guys starting to
Agreed.
perform like we think they can perform. But it's a
Jeff, to
great
answer
time,
your
man.
question, the Knicks are going to get a coach first before Mania pitches. Because Mania is still 2-3 weeks out. So the Knicks are going to get a coach before the draft. So that's how I figure it. I figure Mania is probably going to come back around what, July 1st, something like that? All-Star break, something like that.
Yeah. Man, shit, man. Just hold them after the All-Star break. What the hell?
Yeah, that's cool. But bro, I'm feeling so good about this Mets team. I can't tell the audience. Like, and again, I'm usually so pessimistic. I feel great about this team. Great. I don't see any holes, and that's the thing. I don't see it. I now could we improve? Sure, but I don't want to make a mistake to improve. Like I know everybody wants a big name pitcher, big name starter. I don't know if we need that. I don't know if we need that. But we'll see. August 1st is still August 3rd is still a ways away. So I'll worry about that then.
I agree. I agree. Eddie, I think that's it, man. Another, I think, good show.
Yeah, excellent.
Shout out to everybody in the chat. Appreciate you guys.
Got a ton of
Um,
people in the room tonight. Appreciate all you guys supporting, man. Thank you.
Absolutely
Appreciate
appreciate all
that.
the comments, all the input. It helps us move along. Um, but yeah, man, just keep doing the damn thing, man. Just keep going out there winning series. As fans, all we could do is root, go out there and push this team on wherever you are at home. If we can make it to the ballpark, do that. If you do make it to the
How many
ballpark,
games you going to, Heck? You
I'm
going
gonna
all
try to be
three?
as many as possible, possibly all three. I'm definitely be there tomorrow because I miss them, and I'll be there Wednesday to go get my Soto jersey.
What size do they give out for the jerseys?
This is an extra large, so that's good.
They always give out XL.
No, no, not always, not always. And
Can
I
you
think
get a
and
small?
sometimes there's a mix. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you could get a large, you could get an XL. I've been lucky the last few. I don't know if they've all been extra large,
Did
but
they
the
ever give
last
a
few
medium or like
giveaways,
a small?
no, 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 no.
That's what I
It's
am.
either large or extra large, bro.
Ah,
Fuck you, puny people, bro. It's
it's too
about
big
time.
for me. It's too big.
Well, I'm tired of getting stuff that I can't fit, bro. So sorry.
Oh, that
Uh,
sucks for me too. You know,
Nah,
I
you
have
can
a
still put
fucking
it
jersey.
on, bro.
It's
But you can still put it on. It's just
it's
for a
your
game. You can
fucking
put it
dress.
on. It looks big, but you're at a game.
I
I
look like
can't
a
put it on
fucking
at all.
halfway. I look like a fucking
I don't
halfway.
feel bad for you small people, bro. You can still put it on. I can't. You know what I'm saying? That's the difference. It'll be big on you. It might look silly, but you're at a ball game. Everybody knows what it's for. I can't even put it on. I won't be able to breathe with some of the stuff that they give away.
Well,
Even
I
if it's
got
an
my
extra large.
Lindor jersey. I just ordered. I ordered, and it looks great on me. So
No,
I'm
well,
happy
that's
to throw
different. We're
that
talking
on.
about the giveaways here, man.
Yeah. Well, I showed you the one I ordered. The like
Yeah.
custom. It's got the custom New York black. Because you know me, I love the black jersey. I know you
Right.
fucking hate them, but
No, no,
this
I
one's
don't hate
dope.
the black jerseys, bro. I hated how we played in the black
I
jerseys,
know, I
bro.
know, I understand.
I hated how we played in the black jerseys.
But we're starting to start. That shit's coming to an end too. We're starting winning those too.
Yeah, 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 yeah. No, I don't. Yeah, listen, I hated the City Connect when we started the way we played in
Right.
them at first. You
We
know,
were fucking
what we started
terrible
0,
in those things.
0 and 6, and they looked slick. They look nice.
Yeah.
I actually wore them ball like the warm up or whatever the hell it is, but just no number, whatever the hell. Because I like the way it
Did they
looks,
do
man.
any City Connect giveaways, Heck, this year?
Well, the Clay Holmes is like a City Connect themed.
Okay.
The Clay Holmes hockey jersey was like City Connect themed, yeah.
That's dope.
Yep. But
Well, 18 games over 500. Getting ready to fucking sweep these Nationals, and then we're going to be 21 games over 500. That's where I'm at.
I don't even know what that means. He told me earlier, but yeah,
Hakuna Matata. I don't know. It's some shit from the Lion King. I don't know what it
yeah.
means.
He told me what it means before, but I forget. I'm sorry, Rudy. Yo, man. On that note, ladies and gentlemen, again, we appreciate you, Eddie. I appreciate you, brother, man.
Appreciate you, bro.
Let's go, Mets, ladies and gentlemen. Embrace prosperity, guys. Embrace prosperity.
Keep getting these wins. Let's get
There's
over
some of
100
you out
wins, and
there.
let's win this fucking World Series, baby.
There you go. There's some of you out there that, for whatever reason, like to look for things to be miserable about. Do yourself a favor. Cut it out. Not telling you how to fan, just giving you some advice.
Knock it off, all right? Knock it the
There's
fuck off.
no reason to try to be miserable. Are
That's
we
right.
going to be uneasy sometimes? Are we going to be upset about certain results? Absolutely. Absolutely. Because we're not going to win every single game. Every move is not going to be perfect. But it's a good time to be a Met fan. And I think that it's good. This is going to be a very, very fun year. What I was going to say before also, if you're at a ball game, usually my guy Quay and my guy Joel, when he comes to the games, we're either anywhere from 134 to 128. Find us after a game, and we're gonna celebrate with the leg kick. Eventually, we're gonna organize the biggest kick celebration there is
You know,
to join our New York Mets and celebrate the way that we do. We're gonna start doing it by the Apple is gonna get so big,
you
and
gotta you
then
gotta videotape that shit the next time you do it. I want to see
we'll
that.
do we'll do it. But nah, man, all kidding aside, bro. Everybody enjoy the rest of your evening. And as always, LFGM baby. Peace.